The NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. His first carry, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
7:34.
They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Flush to his right. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. He turned that into a nice gain. Gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Third play here, this opening drive as they're up against a 3rd and 5.
Get down, get down.
Now Carr. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 27.
Hurry up, here we go. Green 39, green 39.
They'll start on the ground with Harris. He finds an opening past the 40. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Jets have taken a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes the score 7-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Get set. Blue 80.
On first down, Carr. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to sack him for a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16.
White.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. Open man is Darius Fountain. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down, escaping the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Avery Williamson. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a 2nd and very long.
Come here.
Here's Carr. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for 3rd down. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down.
694. Down. 185. Yo, Chief.
Shotgun now for Carr. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Avery Williamson in there to get him his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. They'll look to set up his blockers. Give him 11 yards that time on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The first update from Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. And the 49ers are out to the early lead. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Harris starts the drive on the ground. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Leopard! Leopard! All right, here we go. Green 39! Green 39! Hut!
Harris. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Tackle made there by Traven Howard.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
All right, here we go. 3-19!
With Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin with you. It's the Jets in possession as we begin quarter number 2. There, the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down.
Now let's go! Green 39! Green 39!
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. Found his target, it's Anderson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion.
No, check! Patriot! Patriot!
with Harris. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Detroit! Detroit! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Green, 39.
To throw on second down is Darnold. They still can't get him. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. Third down here.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
Throwing here on third down, Darnold. And down he goes. Brought down a Raider sack.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Now the Oakland offense heading back onto the field to take over. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
The stop for no gain brings up 2nd and 10 from the 20. Carr to throw on second down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun now on third down, Carr. He's got the completion to Strong. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. A first down carry for Smith. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Two minutes to go here in the first half. We'll come back to Oakland after this.
White. 6-18.
Now Carr throwing on second down. Gets it to Strong. And he's taken down inside the 30. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Carr now on first down. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make this a 2nd down. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware of him. Where is he lining up? What can he do? What kind of damage can he do to us downfield? And who can match up with him without weakening our overall defense? You're exactly right. It's a tough task to match up to him.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Carr. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They've got another 1st down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On play action, now Carr sliding out of the pocket, throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Jalen Strong, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down. You got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here.
6-18.
Again, it's Carr. Flushed out right. This will be caught at about the 5. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. Well, I see what they were trying to do there. You pop up your holder, roll him out. You got the option to run or pass. Just didn't work.
Not at all. And the communication was excellent defensively to make sure that receivers were covered as they escaped from the line of scrimmage, because that's supposed to be a surprise to everyone, and that's how they get free. People forget their assignments on defense. That didn't happen. And think about the guy rolling out with the football, looking for an open person, no one there.
Helpless feeling.
Helpless, because that gap between you and defenders now is going to close, and close quickly.
Watch him now, Barney. Barney.
Off of play action, Darnold. And it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he's given his guys a shot for late points as they will take over in range for a field goal or maybe more. Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Doris Felton in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. So they just do get the touchdown in before halftime, and now a PAT will tie it.
So what we're seeing is one team is going to be really excited right now. How about the other side, though? Will they be deflated, or will they go ahead and gather themselves, regroup at halftime, and come back out, because we had an even half?
Yeah, we did. We'll see. Should be a good 2nd half, that's for sure. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
A handoff to Harris to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. So thanks to the... And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this Week 3 matchup. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. It gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
That's taken on the 25. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Now a play fake. Carr. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
The Raiders on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Carr. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Ito Smith, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now out come the Jets. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39.
They run with Harris. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That's caught right side by Anderson. Space to maneuver at the 40. A really good pickup of 28 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 44-yard line. The shotgun snap for Darnold. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Defensively, they just lost him. He was waving his arms saying, I'm wide open. They found him.
Yeah, and it's so interesting about when a receiver starts to wave his arms, because some guys, right off the line of scrimmage, they declare themselves open. You know, those guys throw the one arm up, hit me right now. In this case, he was so wide open that he was frantically trying to get his attention to make sure he got the football. And then I'm sure his only thought when the ball was in the air, don't drop it. Had too much.
And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations, because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down. Play fake, and it's Darnold. They will find his man. That's Hogan, complete. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line.
Watch him now, Barney, Barney.
Darnold from the gun. Eluding the pressure right. And he fires one incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. You got to think this is likely 4-down territory anyway, but they'll try to punch it in now on 3rd and goal. Now Darnold. And it's caught. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
Well, they certainly didn't get what they wanted on that play. That means it's a big-time decision on what you call on 4th down.
Absolutely, because a field goal here doesn't do him much good. Darnold, and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And to the 12, that's where it stops. The return is halted at the 12-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for him. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
They'll start on the ground. It's Ito Smith. And he'll go down after losing yardage at the 10. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
On 2nd down, here's Carr. Flush to his right. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Cliff Averill. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. A handoff to Smith. And he showcased the spin, but couldn't do much else as he's wrangled down. It's a gain of 5, but it'll lead to a 4th down. A tight game like this, such a tough spot for the offense to be in. Even though they have the lead, Charles, back up so close to their goal line, they got to protect the football.
And that's when you have to take care of your team with play calling as well. Not a lot of misdirection, not a lot of counters, not a lot of plays where you have extra ball handling. Get it right to the hands of your running back. Tell him to take care of the ball and try and move forward.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. On the crossing route, complete. That's Anderson. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, a 22. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. And the Raiders have got him. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Now Harris. And a short gain down to about the 33. Only 2 yards on the pickup there, and now they're looking at a long 3rd down.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Back to throw, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Fourth down, and for Darnold, it's desperation time. Found his target, it's Anderson. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Harris. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They get it to him running left. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raider offense now making their way toward the huddle. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Now Carr. Smith catches left side. Now here's a timeout defensively. Defensive timeout called by the Jets. As they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. The Raiders on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Carr. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Back to throw, Carr. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as he'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. Carr now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10.
93. 637. Switch. Low. Purdue.
Carr to throw. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down, but couldn't connect. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He sets to fire deep. And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. Then he'll take it all the way up near the 30-yard line. So how about that for a momentum switch?
We're in the 4th quarter, and it's a tie game. You've got to take care of the football here. Now their opportunity to take the lead right out the window, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
After the interception, here's Darnold. Wide open receiver complete. And now we won't see a play on first down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
Detroit!
Darnold. Nunez got it, complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. Darnold now to throw. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So now this one will rest on the right foot of Jason Myers. This a long one from 54. And that's off the right upright. Thought it That might sneak in, but it did not. It's no good. And that changes everything here in OT. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out now come the Jets. Set for their first drive here in overtime. And this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day, but I know what you're saying. In overtime, that gets doubled, doesn't it? At least, because now the crowd really wants to be involved and help their team. And that first drive can dictate the whole thing because they know if this team takes it downfield and scores a touchdown, it's game over.
It's been loud in here so far. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Darnold, his first throw in overtime. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Darnold. Looking deep downfield. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. A costly mistake here in OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. You throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. I don't want to overhype it, but this is a big early season game, especially an overtime win. That could give you a big boost going forward in the season.
It certainly can, and I don't think you're overhyping it because cliches go out the window when you start to play overtime. And you're right, the winner of this game now, that's an extra boost moving forward, and it actually is an extra hurt for the...
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Cliff Averill in there to pick up his 2nd sack now of the afternoon. Two minutes to go here in overtime. We'll be back after this. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. What can Carr do now with his drive? Flushed out right. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
And, partner, I would guess that in his headset he was hearing from his coach, it's 3rd down, don't take a sack. And in this case, he's able to avoid the pressure and get out of there. He doesn't get the 1st down, but he does turn a possible loss into positive yardage.
And New York set to take the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. This being their 2nd opportunity in overtime, 3rd overall drive. See if they can settle into a rhythm.
And that's what you're looking for. Get a few 1st downs, move the ball downfield, have some confidence, get yourself in a spot where you can at least kick the field goal to win it. But I tell you this, if I'm the play caller, I'm looking at that part of my sheet that says playmakers. Get the ball in their hands, critical situation, now's their time.
Detroit! Detroit! No, check, Patriot!
On 1st down, Darnold. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another 1st down. A first down throw. Darnold flush to his right. And right side caught. Hogan. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On first down, it's Darnold. Got an open man. It's a noon one. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off of play action, Darnold. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. The Jets on 3rd down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. To the air again, Darnold. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. They'll be left with just 1 remaining here in OT. Darnold for the red zone now. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. Now the timeout comes here in the waning seconds of this overtime as we could be set up at long last for a potential game winner. They come out here in the eye. They'll try and sneak it here. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime. A little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Jets, it's back-to-back victories now after the Week 1 defeat as they move to 2-1. And they'll return home next week to take on the Philadelphia Eagles. Meanwhile, for Oakland, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll try to rebound next week as they head to Heinz Field to take on the Steelers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.